Awesome.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining. It's October 14th, 2025 here for the coaching call. We do it every single week, 12:30 Pacific time, 3:30 Eastern. Hawaii, it's like whatever, 9:30, I think. But remember, this call specifically is about you bringing other agents that might need coaching, might need support in helping them with their creative strategies, their online strategies, social media, whatever it may be. And we do it every single week, 30 minutes. It's kind of rapid fire. So I'll usually have a topic we talk about, and then I'll take questions to help you guys move the needle in your real estate businesses. The bottom line is it's broker agnostic. So we don't talk about recruiting, agent attraction, our company. It's made for everybody. So that way it's a safe space if other people want to come into it and they don't feel like we did a bait and switch. So just understand that component of it. It's open to all organizations, all people, period. Doesn't matter if you're at my company or another company as a guest, whatever it is. So first thing I always like to do is say welcome, put in the chat where you're from. I know we got some people from Canada and from Oregon and all the things. And then if you have any questions you want to ask me specifically, you could chat them in. I'll kind of watch that as we progress. But today we're going to be talking about cameras and social media and lighting and all the things you could do to enhance your video experience for people. And I just heard an expert in the industry say that, if you're not embracing video by this point in your real estate career, you might already be at the end of your real estate career, meaning that it's more important than ever to embrace video, not just going out and saying, I'm out on the freeway checking out the weather and telling you what the traffic's doing, but adding some kind of value to the face relationship and building that rapport of them seeing you on camera, and then getting more comfortable with that, talking about the market, talking about the things that add value to them. But it's a scary statement to hear that, right? But there's still a significant number of agents that are looking at this from the perspective that they don't understand it, they don't feel comfortable with it, whatever it may be. So I'm going to give you some tools today to make it simpler for you. That's the whole goal, right? And also, I want to lead with this. You have to be authentic in your messaging. That's authentic who you are. Authentic if you're, if you don't feel like you're great on camera, just be authentically you. Try not to be somebody you're not, because people will see right through that. The less scripted you could do, now I'm going to give you some tools to use today that are amazing, but the less scripted you could be, the more natural it be, the more authentic you become. And then authenticity is what builds trust, right? Tanya Memi, one of my close friends, she was the host of Sell This House for 15 or 20 years. She has a class on mastering the spotlight. And it specifically starts with what is your integral message, right? Who are you integrally? And so heavy filters, heavy edits, having your VA do all these really creative things are okay as long as you're keeping that authentic you in the picture, right? Like I'm going to make some maybe extreme examples, but if you brew craft beers and that's your passion, it's okay to talk about that. That's different than showing you at the bar every Friday night getting hammered with doing shots, right? If you're into clothing, then you could talk about that and weave that into your real estate business. You want to stay professional, but you want to be authentic. People love hearing real natural stories, right? Hey, we're out at the river today. I was showing houses, but I had to stop by and check out this river in downtown Vancouver because it's known for this, and people may not understand this, or whatever it is that's creating interest and dialogue into your conversations. Okay? Does that make sense so far? Most people struggle with the authenticity because they are embarrassed. Either they're embarrassed the way they look, embarrassed the way they sound. An absolute true story. 20 years ago, when I did my very first real estate video, I found it, by the way, the other day. It was 2006, so 19 years ago. It was horrible. I was in my jacket at my desk and I was like, hey, 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 talking. And, one of the first agents doing video, think about it, 19 years ago, right? And Facebook was just coming along and all the things. And I look back at that video and I was like, man, what a tool I was. And the reality is other people look at it and they're like, holy moly, that's amazing you were actually doing that. But true story, back then I hated the way I sounded on the voicemail. I hated the way I sounded on the video. I hated the way I sounded. I sound nasally. I'm a nasally guy. I have sinus issues and I've always been that way. And then all of a sudden, I had somebody I respect one day said, Randy, you've got a great voice. You've got a voice for radio. You've got I used to joke, I've got a face for
Thank you.
radio because that was funny. I'm not a 10, but I used to be, just really concerned about the way I sounded on my podcast and my videos and all that stuff until somebody I care about said, man, you've got a great voice. And it kind of reframed me. I go, really? And he goes, oh yeah, you've got a great, just like a radio DJ voice. I go, oh, I don't hear that. I don't like the way I sound. And have you ever met anybody that loves the way they sound on a voicemail or a recording or something? I have not. I've never met somebody who goes, I love the way I sound on radio or on a voice recording or anything. But the bottom line, that's your voice, that's your uniqueness, right? And whether you sound like the Guns N' Roses lead singer or you sound like, Waylon Jennings with a nice deep voice, be authentically you. It means a lot. And more importantly, don't be concerned about what other people think. This is not for everybody, right? If you do your job, you're going to create an audience that doesn't really track with you, doesn't like you, doesn't care for you. If you do it correctly, that's a weird statement. But think about that. If you pleased everybody, you'd be on a thin line of not having relevance or integrity, or not integrity, but authenticity, right? You'd be trying to swing to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying piss everybody off just because you're going to find your 10% avatar that loves you, right? We want to have some kind of striking balance in that. But the reality is, as you grow, and when you start reaching thousands and maybe tens of thousands of followers, if you are pleasing everybody, I'm going to say your message is pretty muted. Now, I'm going to keep driving this home. I'm not saying get politically charged so you just offend 50% of the population. It's not what I'm saying. Matter of fact, I suggest staying away from anything that has to do with being really polarizing. But I'm talking about finding your avatar. I'm talking about if I'm going to get up there and I'm going to joke and I'm going to have a good time and my energy is that is pleasing me, I'm going to track my people that like that to me. And those are my true fans. Those are my true people that know, like, and trust me. And yes, I'm going to, push other people away, but that's okay. It's totally okay. And now when you totally embrace that, where you just become free, that you really don't care what everybody thinks, you're focused on delivering content. Hopefully it's coming from the heart. Hopefully it's coming from a place of servitude. All of a sudden people start loving you because they're the ones tracking with you and the other ones are slowly removing you. Right? Makes sense? So if you're too fired up, you're going to drive the ones away that are really quiet and passive. If you're too passive and analytical, you're going to drive away the high Ds that want you to get to the point quickly. But if you stay authentic to who you are and keep this in mind, then it gives you the ability to get a broader audience. You start growing. And then, by the way, YouTube, you have playlists. You can have 20 playlists. You can have music playlists like Lincoln's in a band. You could have workout playlists like Eric's in the gym all the time. You could have whatever you want to do that's your specialty. That just becomes one of your stories or one of your albums within that journey, right? It becomes a song in the album, not the album. So you could have playlists that allows you to follow with different people and people follow your different things that you're into. All right. So any questions so far on this component of it, kind of a high level version of it? All right. So the very next thing I'm going to talk about is camera. If you want to look your best, get the best camera that you can afford. And there's a lot of options now for very inexpensive prices. I'm going to share my screen and show you just a couple potential options. And so if you look at this particular screen, if you see my Amazon screen now, everybody see that okay now?
I can't see it.
You can't see my screen?
Oh, now I can.
Oh, okay. Let me reshare it.
Not now. What
Yeah,
happened?
I unshared it. Can you see it?
Oh,
Can you see my screen with cameras?
yes.
Okay. So this is just Amazon. Couple quick things. This is the camera I have personally that I'm talking into and listening to or videoing right now. This OS Spotlight, 159. It's a 4K camera. You can get a 1080 camera for 99 bucks. You scroll down, you can get a great Logitech 1080 minimum, get that at least. 4K is better. It's got a higher resolution and refresh rate. But you could get a great camera for $34. Right? This camera is a great camera. If you scroll down a little bit more, 69 bucks, that's a great camera. The C920, I used it for 3 or 4 years. It's 1080. It's plenty fast, plenty. It's got a good speaker in it. If you use a speaker, I'm going to suggest a microphone. But again, you can see there's a lot of options in here for 20 bucks all the way up to hundreds of dollars, right? You don't need to get a professional $4,000 camera with all the things to do zooms and to do most of your videoing. Most of the videoing I do is done on my iPhone. And the best thing about the iPhone is it has different settings within it. And if you're using an iPhone, just go to the settings, go to the camera, and then you're going to see different settings, 1080, 24, 30, right? All these different settings. If you pull up on the record video, the first one, and click it, it will give you options to change your camera settings on your phone. If you film at 4K and 30 feet per second or 30 frames per second, that will give you literally a four or five, $6,000 camera look out of your cell phone. That 4K, 30 frames per second is plenty for everything you're going to do in real estate. Lighting is a key piece of this, so we're going to talk about that in a second. If we go into here and we go to webcam lighting, there's many, many options for lights now. You've got things like I have these on top of my desk right now. Those are with the lights off. That's with the lights on, right? I just don't use them all the time because they're bright and it kind of shines on my keyboard. I can't see what I'm typing. This is without any lighting because the camera is making up for the ambient lighting. So it's pretty good, right? Pretty good lighting. But if you look, you've got these for 39 bucks. It comes with two that go on either side of your camera, which is what I have on top of your monitor. You can get these ones that are mobile for 30 bucks. You know, these do a great job. Any of these lights are going to be great for you. Two lights are best, so you have one from either side to quit that shadowing. If you'll notice with my lights on, if I'm because they're facing me, it's okay. But you'll start getting shadowing if you have just one light in front of you. So that's valuable. But the box lights are what I use. So when I do, like when I'm in my chair, I'm using box lights, which are these right here. Okay, 77 bucks for everything you see on the screen. Two lights, a case, two remote controls. It's just ridiculous what you can get now. These probably cost me 300-400 bucks back in the day. That's two soft box lights. And then you could set those on either side of you, sit in a chair. When I do my video, I'm using soft lights that are down low, kind of shining up because I sit in the chair and I want it light on me. All right. So lots of options in this. Again, all you have to do is type in softbox lighting or some kind of lighting. The next thing I'm going to share with you is microphones. If you look at microphones again, they've come down significantly. It used to be 600 or 700, 800 bucks for a really good microphone. Now they're under $100. Here is just 2 pages of microphones. This is the blue. I paid $299 for it. It's now $100. The Creator's Blue is what I'm speaking on as we speak. That's that microphone right there. It's just always in front of me on a boom arm, and it's got great audio. If I get close, if I'm doing a podcast or if I'm doing a recording, you could tell the sound is much better close. And I don't have a spit cover on it now. They have a spit cover that keeps you from pronouncing those P's really sharp, the P, right? But I use it back. It's probably about a foot and a half away from me, so nobody can see it, but it's always on. It's always there. But it's just on a quick desk, and that's all there is to it. And I think it just switched to my other thing because I was hitting buttons on it. Let me go see what audio it's on.
Randy, can you do screenshots and send that over, all of what you've shared
I would,
especially on the cameras.
yeah, I would just go to Amazon and type in what I said. Just type in webcam, and you're going to get lots of options that come up. Okay. If you really want to step your game up, this right here, I paid over 300 bucks for it. This particular piece right here is, let me see. There we go. This particular setup right here comes with everything you need for doing interviews, podcast, interviewing somebody, having somebody else in the frame. I always use it by myself, but those little things at the top are wireless mics that magnetize to your shirt anywhere, or you can wear them on a necklace. They're magnets. And then it's got this little thing on the bottom left for your camera if you're really a high-end professional where you have a camera that you're attaching it to, and then you have microphones. These things work from like 40 feet. It's amazing. Comes with this carrying case. It's stupid that all this doesn't fit in the carrying case, but it fits this piece, and the two microphones go in the carrying piece. The attachments to the bottom of your phone don't fit in there. But it comes with two. It comes with one for an iPhone, like 14 before, and then one with the new iPhone clip. So works for both of the past iPhones. And again, this is 99 bucks, and it's a great audio piece for you just doing your own content outside. It comes with a little filter so you can wear it outside in the wind. It's just things have come down significantly. Everything I just talked about, you could be totally set up for less than 300 bucks, I think. Camera, microphone, lighting, and lapel mics, right? It's pretty amazing. So even if you're driving and recording, don't record and drive, but even if you're in a driving situation, noisy environment, you're walking through an open house, you put one of these lapel mics on, the sound is going to be 10 times better than holding your iPhone out with the little tiny microphone that's in the bottom of the iPhone, right? So it's really a cool setup. Um, I will put that in the chat just to help along. Okay, so that's that one. All right. Any questions on this equipment stuff we just talked about? I think it's more important to have good equipment than it is to do too much practicing on your own, right? I'm going to show you one more thing that's going to blow your mind. That it's one of my favorite tricks and tools, if you will. Any questions? You're good? Everybody's got all this already? All right, cool. I think one of my favorite pieces of technology that helped me is an app called Big View. And it is typed out, copy. It is, I'll put it in chat. It's bigview.tv. And what this is it's an app. Let me pull it up for you. It is an app that is a teleprompter on your cell phone. And so what happens is you could put a project in there. Like I can make up a project that I want to have. And then I can click a script and add a fast script to it. So this is what the big view screen looks like. Let me see if I can get it to I don't think it's gonna, let me try this new script. Okay, y'all see how it says write your new script here. So check this out. I'm doing this live with you guys. I don't know if I could do this. Let me try this. I'm gonna hit share. I used to share my iPhone super easy, but I don't see it as easy as anymore. So I'm gonna show you something real quick. So I have the big view teleprompter, right? I don't want to overwhelm you. Just think about this for a minute. We're going to take a teleprompter and have it read to us so we can just read right off it. And we're going to do a video live together. So I'm going to pull up my ChatGPT. I suggest you do this yourself if you want to while I'm doing this, but it's up to you. I have a blank ChatGPT screen I'm showing you just so you understand. Okay. And watch this. Write me an Instagram post about the real estate market in Salem, Oregon. I want it to be less than 60 seconds total and formatted for Instagram. I'm going to read it on the Big View teleprompter. So put the script in a way that I could put it onto my Big View teleprompter page. Make it short and sweet and talk about the highlights of the market. Okay. So I just gave ChatGPT some direct instructions. Okay. It's going to come up with, it's done already. Here's a tight, punchy script you can drop into your teleprompter and it takes under a minute of recording. Okay. Here's what it says. Hey, Salem, I'm showing you the ChatGPT, right? This is what's going on in ChatGPT. Now watch this. I'm going to put this, I'm going to copy this whole thing and I'm going to open Big View teleprompter and I'm going to paste it into it. All I did was paste it into the teleprompter. I'm going to say, okay, it looks good. Let's do it. Now, watch this. I'm recording. I'm going to show you the video as it's doing it, but see how it's counting down? Okay, here we go. All right. So I typed in the start stuff and all that. So I'm going to speed up this thing. It has the ability to speed it up. You see that little green thing at the bottom? So, hey, Salem, here's a market update. Median home prices right now are 440,000, up 1% over last year. Inventory is still tight. A lot of homes to choose from, especially in good condition. Homes in desirable neighborhoods, i.e., walkability, schools, amenities are moving fast. Multiple offers and fast decisions are happening. What does this mean for you? Buyers get pre-approved, know your numbers, and act quickly when you find the one. Sellers, you're in a strong position, but smart pricing equals good staging equals strong offers. Investors, watch neighborhoods with upside. Demand is still strong, especially with low investor activity lately. If you want a deeper dive into your neighborhood, just say the word. DM me for more information or whatever you want to say, right? That was like a live teleprompter just done. When I get done with that, I can take that video that I just created, right? And I could just forward it to my Instagram, or more importantly, I could take and import it into another program like Opus Pro that takes your videos and creates videos from your raw video and puts in AI and all the things. I'm going to show you one of those today just to have you get a feel for this. It's really pretty freaking cool. Any questions so far? I know I've said a lot of content now. You guys are still tracking with me good? So I've given you a lot of tools, but honestly, everything I've talked about is literally just hundreds of dollars, not thousands of dollars to get you started. You could decide what you want to do first. If you want to film outdoors, you might need better lapel mics. If you want to start, you could do this on your cell phone. I just recorded that whole thing on my desktop computer and my cell phone, right? But this is to help you stop being afraid of doing video. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you, right? So you don't have to do a bunch of special stuff. You don't have to have people editing your videos. You could literally take that raw video and put it into Opus Pro, and then it will make videos. So I recorded a 4-minute video and it chopped it into 9 different videos. I'm going to show you those. So I recorded I think it was 3 minutes and 34 seconds video. I imported it into Opus Pro, which is like 19 bucks a month for the Pro version. And then it came up with 9 videos. It ranks them in their viral score. This one's a 99 because of the hook, the language, the things that happened in it. All right, so we'll listen to one. This one's only 47 seconds long. Again, I put in a long video that I talked about all kinds of different things. It chopped it up for me to make it attractive. It put on the A/B roll, which is when they put a video in on top of your video to kind of tie it together. And it also did all the teleprompter and everything for me. So watch, here's what it looks like. For the love of God, stop begging for leads and build a brand. Reach out and I'll. So let me see if I can make it a little bigger. For the love of God, stop begging for leads and build a brand. Reach out and I'll show you how lead generation can turn yourself into a marketing superpower.
With AI and funnels, it's easier than ever. You don't need more leads. You need damn identity. Stop copying every TikTok agent with the same just listed garbage. People don't follow perfect, they follow authentic. Make mistakes, it's okay. If your face isn't on camera, your business doesn't exist. And that's a 2025 thing. Be the message, not the middleman. Start teaching, start storytelling, start standing out. You want attraction? Be somebody worth following, be attractive. If you're done hiding and ready to build a brand that prints opportunity, DM me. I'll hand you the blueprint.
You see my little mic on my collar right there?
Build a brand. Reach out and I'll.
Okay, so you could see that that was I just did that this week. I just did that just a couple days ago. I sat in that chair right there, put a light on me, grabbed my cell phone, put it on my little stand that I have, and just recorded a 4-minute thing about the real estate market. And I put into Opus Pro and it chopped it all up for me and did that. And it does the B-roll, it does all that stuff for you. So my point is, this is kind of the 30,000 foot elevation view. We're going to dig in to Big View Teleprompter. We're going to dig into Opus Pro. We're going to dig into some of these other tools to help you create video that is more appealing and more helpful for your buyers. My question is this as we leave the call. If you had, at least at the very minimum, a monthly video newsletter that you send out to your whole database talking about what's going on in the real estate market, talking about how many homes sold, how many closed, how many escrows there were, how many cancellations there were, how many expired, you become the local expert in real estate. And you could specifically work on an area geographically, or you could be more broad and say, this is the Oregon market report, whatever you want to do. Do you think your database would react to that? Do you think it would create business for you based on your database seeing that information? Right? So now the hard question was holding you back from that. Whoever wants to answer, I know what the answer is, but do you know what the answer is?
Yeah,
Myself.
just yourself.
Hey, you both said the same thing. Yeah, it's complicating that you're trying to do this, right? It's getting overwhelmed with complications when I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. We're at the end of the call, but at the end of this call, you have the choice, pick up your phone. The front camera's not as good as the back, but if you're going to put it up onto your desk, record with the back cameras, especially on iPhone, they're much better. And you can do the front camera. It's plenty good enough for Instagram and LinkedIn and all the things. But just do a 60-second video saying, hey, I was just on a call. I just learned about video. We're going to be doing more video. And if anybody else is tracking with wanting to do more video for the business, reach out to me. Whatever you want to say. You can say anything you want. And then you can get that stuff, get some kind of rhythm going where you're putting this stuff into your social media. Best to talk about the market because that's what people care about, right? If you talk about yourself all the time, you make you happy. You talk about them all the time and how it values them, you make them happy. All right. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully it kind of rattled your thought process a little bit on video. And again, 30,000 foot umbrella, we're going to be digging into this every single week and adding more value to it because I think this is really a place that most agents need to excel in their business. And if you get to where you're feeling really comfortable on camera, really comfortable creating reels fast, and you can start doing YouTube lives and Instagram lives and posting on Instagram on a regular basis, when you start adding the content to that, you're going to become very relevant, very important to your clients. And then you will become the expert that they reach out to when they need you. All right.
How often? How often, Randy? Every day?
So every day is too much. How much are you posting now? Be honest.
Maybe once a week, maybe if
Okay.
that.
So then focus on doubling that for now, right? 3 times a week.
2 to 3.
Cadence. Every other day is a great cadence for people. What we do is we do 16 videos a month with the service that we provide. By the way, I'm going to leave you with a service at the end of this call for the people who are still here. It's a paid thing. You don't have to do it. I have an affiliate program that helps take off $100 a month, but it's like one of the craziest things I've found so far, and it's so good. Let me put it in here. It's called Social Realtor. Socialrealtor.com, and it's not spelt correctly. So let me put it in the chat. And what they do is, so they're Social Realtor. You're going to type in Coach Randy Byrd for $100 off a month. So it's like $3.99 a month normally. It comes out to $2.99 a month. If you're not doing video, wait till you're doing video consistently. But what's really, really cool about that company is they do everything for you literally. When you go into your account, you literally just upload a video. They do all the editing, they do all the things to it, and they post it to all your places. So, like if you're struggling and you're overwhelmed with all the things, then this may be one of the things that takes it off your plate. But you could check that out if you want it. Let me know. I'll put you in with my guys that help me with our account. But I'll just give you a really quick share of this thing just to give you a feel for it. So this is Social Realtor. And what happens is you have a dashboard here and you can go request and you'll see that they've got a to-do. I uploaded a video, they're working on it. When it's in progress, it will be right here. It goes to pending approval. I get to view it and review it and have them fix anything I don't like along the way. I've got 3 videos that I need to review that they've worked on this week. And then it posts 16 videos a month for you at that pricing. But here's the video that they did. And I'm only going to watch about 10 seconds of it, but you can see what they've done. They've done all the words, all the background, and this is just a strict video I filmed at my desk on Zoom.
Lead generation. And I'm going to do a webinar to show you exactly what we do so you could take a look for free and see if it fits for your business. But the bottom line is we've got to create our own lead funnels, our lead generation into our own business, and stop buying leads from Realtor.com, Zillow, and all the other portals that are trying to get in your pocket for 35, 40, 50% referral fees I'm seeing now. The way to do this is by creating your own lead funnels to where people are showing interest into specific.
Okay, I haven't even seen that video yet. That's brand new that they just did for me. So I could, at this point, I could say, hey, the funnel at 31 seconds in the video, the funnel looks a little funky. I want a funnel that looks like this, or I want more colors. Or when you talk about Salem, I want a picture of Salem in the background. They'll do all that for you. And it can't be beat for the price. We were paying our VAs $5 an hour and spending $300, $400, $500 a month on this kind of stuff. Really, really cool. Again, pricing in it. If you go to their homepage and look at it, I don't even know what it is, but I think they have a plan for 8 videos a month for like 99 bucks, and then $2.99 for 16, something like that. But you could use my discount, get a discounted pricing if you want it. But again, I don't care. I want you to have tools at your disposal that help somebody along the way. And I was just talking to somebody this morning, and I was like, you know, it costs money, but if you want it, I'll give you the thing. And she's like, oh my God, this is exactly what I've been looking at. I've been interviewing VAs, and I just couldn't find anybody. Really cool. Met the owner of the company. I'm really impressed with them. And so anyway, all right. Listen, have a great day. Thank you for being here. Every week we're going to be talking about a little more. Daniel, good seeing you. Every week we'll talk about a little more to help you get comfortable with video, help you get comfortable with your database, help you get comfortable with the message to the market, and then we can market match your avatar into your business. Okay? All right.
Thanks, Randy.
Have a great day. Appreciate y'all. See you next week.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yes.
the info.
You bet.
It's great.
Bye for now.